I'm Dr. Laura Murillo, President and CEO of the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our partners to make sure that we can provide you with updated information about what's going on in our community. And again, please remember, visit the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce website for upcoming events, corporate sponsorship opportunities, volunteer opportunities, and again, what we can do to help support your business. Today, we have none other than Carlos Duarte, who's been a great friend, a tremendous leader in our city, doing incredible work. And he's got something exciting to update us on, which is a phenomenal, long overdue project. And that is the ALMAAHH project. And he's going to tell you exactly what that is. But again, he's the president of ALMAAHH. He is Carlos Duarte. Thank you, Carlos, for joining us.
On the contrary, Dr. Murillo, it's always fantastic to be part of your program.
Thank you very much, Carlos. Now, some people don't know what I'm talking about when I say ALMAAHH. Other people do know and are very excited, including some people such as our Commissioner, Adrian Garcia, and so many other allies who are rallying behind you and this effort. So let's tell everyone what ALMAAHH is.
Well, ALMAAHH is a nonprofit based out of Houston that is building a state-of-the-art, world-class museum complex. And like you mentioned, it's way overdue. The Latino community has had tremendous development in terms of our leadership. For example, we have one of the most important chambers, Hispanic chambers of commerce in the nation, led by you. We have tremendous elected officials. We have advocacy organizations, but we do not have a place that we can call home, a place where we can express ourselves through the arts and culture. So it's not only a museum, it's going to be anchored by a museum, but we'll also have a space for performing arts. It will have an open space like a Zócalo for festivals and whatnot. And it will importantly have space, obviously, for ballet folklorico classes for artists so that they can improve on their talents and make their spaces.
Well, so do you have any idea the location where this might be?
Yes, it is very important that, after a very big analysis and professional involvement, we decided that we wanted to be at the core of Latinidad in Houston. And that, of course, is the East End. And the East End, it's not only the birth of our community, but it's also the place where Houston was born. So we are going to be at the core, at the center of the East End. And of course, it is important to say that we are honoring the Mexican-American, the Tejano community that has been at the forefront of Latinidad in Houston. But this will not only be an East End endeavor, right? The aspiration is that eventually we will get congressional approval to become a national museum and cultural complex that will represent all of Latinos, not only in Houston, but in the nation, because it is focused on U.S. Latinos.
U.S. Latinos in Houston. And certainly, without doubt, Houston is the right city. It's the right time. As mentioned earlier, certainly overdue. And while many of us, including yours truly, born and raised in Houston's East End, we have Latinos all over Houston and throughout the country. And not only Mexican-American, but Cuban, Venezolanos, Chilangos, everything you name it, we have them. And so this is a great effort. And I also want to emphasize that people who are involved in this are not all Hispanic. There are a lot of non-Latinos who are allies saying, absolutely, let's get this done. Talk about why this is important for the broader community and not just Houston and not just Latinos.
Well, so Houston is actually claiming its spot as the fourth largest city in the nation, as the gateway to Latin America. And we experienced it during the World Cup, right? I mean, people were coming and they said, I want to experience the Texas barbecue, the brisket. I want to experience the Tejano or the cowboy. But we are much more than that, right? We are a center of Latinidad. And I think it is important that a lot of the community members, not Latinos, understand that when more than 40% of your community is Latinos, that you really want to build on that strength, because we have so much to contribute. Obviously, we see it through our culinary arts, but then you also see us, important members of our community in the Houston Grand Opera, the ballet, and so on and so forth. So all of that cultural richness, it's not only for Latinos, but it's something that showcases the cosmopolitan nature of Houston and how it is that we are a gateway to the American experience, but through a Latino lens.
Absolutely. So let's talk about today. Now, what is some of the progress that has been made and what's still forthcoming?
Yes, so it has been fantastic, a fantastic road that we have followed. We are at a crossroads where we are improving on our governance. We have built a number of committees, and now we are going to be expanding to incorporate non-Latinos into our board. That's coming up in the next phase for next year. We have made tremendous progress in terms of fundraising. We continue to have Houston Endowment, Brown Foundation, and in conversation with others that are supporting us. Not only for programming and operations, but hopefully soon for land acquisition. And we've had some major announcements that we're going to be making at ALMAAHH Day, September the 15th. Last year, it was made ALMAAHH Day. So we are going to be making important announcements in terms of the land. We are going to be showcasing some of the renderings, the conceptual renderings on what the place is going to look like. We're going to come out with that really big. And then we're going to be announcing some major fundraising developments that have happened with ALMAAHH. And then finally, we are probably going to be announcing the specific location where we are going to be building this incredible cultural district.
What's the timeline?
Well, so I believe that we're going to be closing on the land by the end of the year. We are going to then go work on the master plan. How is it going? What's that going to look like? In a couple of years, we're going to break ground and start building. I think we will be opening by 2032. Having said that, we are actively engaging with our community. We have multiple partnerships with key institutions like the MFAH and others, and we have programming happening throughout the year. So it's not we will have the dream built. It's like we are building the plane as we're flying it.
And you're already engaging, as mentioned, other groups, other community leaders, and other potential donors. And so for more information, where can people go if they want to donate, they want to get involved?
Yes, it is important for them to go to almaahh.org, to our website, and they will find all of this information. And, in the next couple of days, we will be announcing the specific location for our ALMAAHH Day celebration, and people are welcome to join us.
Well, Carlos, congratulations, and thank you for leading this very important effort on behalf of all Houstonians who will be the beneficiaries of this. So again, for more information, visit their website. Carlos, keep leading us, and thank you for your engagement here in Houston and with the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We'll see you very soon, my friend.